Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, good afternoon. This is just a normal day, mga anak. Masanay tayo that every time we'll be inviting guests, right? So I'm now passing the floor to our committee members, Joshua and members. You can take the floor now.
Thank you po, sir.
I will send out na the visitors. Ready na tayo, mga anak?
Sure po, sir. We're good to go.
Okay na?
Yes po, sir.
Okay. All right, I'm closing the breakout rooms now. Maybe we can show the first slide muna, anak, so they can see.
Script yung sinishare mo.
Nakikita din pati script.
Oh.
All right, class, let's start.
Saglit lang po, sir. Problema lang po. Kay text saglit.
It's okay, anak. That's normal.
Ano, yung screen. Kita. Oo, kita.
Okay na ba tayo, sir?
All right, go.
All right. So, greetings to everyone, no? To our honorable guests, our fellow students, and to our respective teacher, Mr. Mark Fernandez Arevalo. Greetings. I am Joshua Erik Tan, the project head of this event, and I will be your host for today. I hope that everyone has settled into their seats because we have planned an exciting day ahead of us. Please look forward to the games and raffle prizes we have prepared for this program. Before we officially begin, here are some gentle reminders upon entering the program. First, kindly use the virtual background that was sent to your group chat or your email. Secondly, kindly change your Zoom name to your first name _ group number and indicate whether you are from the Tuesday class or Friday class. You may refer to the format that you can see in the names of most of our members. Now, with that being said, what are we waiting for? On behalf of Chiang Kai-shek College organizers in their subject National Service Training Program or NSTP, we proudly welcome you in today's program, the Press of the Amiable and Responsible CKSIANS. Before we begin, may we invite everyone to pay tribute to the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the Chiang Kai-shek College School Hymn.
Bayan,
I can't remove you, oh.
ng Pilipinas.
Yun. So, to serve as an official commencement of the Press of the Amiable and Responsible CKSIANS, may I call on Mr. Marc Gian Angelo, Assistant Project Head, to deliver the opening remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you've still got energy for this day. Today, we gather to witness a film festival, the Press of the Amiable and Responsible Cications, to witness outputs from 7 groups that all work hard to promulgate our preamble to this event. So what is the importance of our preamble? It encourages love and passion for our country, the Philippines. It also shows significant messages about our deep roles and responsibilities to every Filipino and the society to be unified. It will tell you what the Filipino people are striving for, what they aspire to be, and what they believe in. As sovereign Filipino people, I hope we can say that we contributed something. We contributed to promoting the preamble by using our freedom of speech for the common good. Let it be known that we strive for excellence and not for perfection. With that being said, I would also like to let everyone realize that you all did your very best in filming, making scripts, managing your time, and editing the videos. And I would like to commend everyone for being diligent. We would also like to give our gratitude to Sir Arevalo for guiding us in setting up this event and the program committee for giving their time to help make this event possible. That's all. I hope you will be entertained for the rest of the program. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gian. Now, as we proceed to the most awaited part of this program, as part of the emerging use of our country, the Philippines, have you ever wondered what being a real Filipino means? Do you ponder about how you can contribute to the nation building of our country? Or perhaps you wish to grasp the full meaning of embodying your responsibility as a citizen of this democratic country. Fortunately, we have invited honorable guests and judges to guide and enhance our knowledge on these topics. Without further ado, let me introduce you to our guests for this day. It is a great privilege to introduce our judges. Our first guest graduated from the Philippine Normal University with a degree in education, major in speech and theater arts. She is currently taking up a master's degree in education at the Ateneo de Manila University. Moreover, she is currently teaching drama and extended essays in the IB department of Chiang Kai-shek College. Our second guest, on the other hand, graduated from the University of Santo Tomas with a Bachelor of Fine Arts and Design, major in advertising arts. She is currently teaching in IB MYP Design and Visual Arts teacher in Chiang Kai-shek College. With their deep passion for education and performing arts and keen talent in fine arts, let us please welcome Ms. Alex Perez and Ms. Johanna Nila Salazar.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Miss Salazar.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
good afternoon po, Ms. Alex and Ms. Salazar. No? Now, I will have a few questions before we begin with the rest of our program. First of all, what do you expect po? Siguro po we can start with with Ms. Alex Perez po, no? Sa inyo po, what are you expecting sa mga students ni Sir Arevalo for this day today?
Well, basically, I'm expecting a lot of creativity in the documentaries. I'm really overwhelmed with a lot of the efforts that I've seen just in the introduction part. And of course, most importantly, with the content, how interconnected would that be to your task? So good luck, everyone.
Thank you so much, Miss Perez. No? Kayo po naman, Miss Salazar.
Basically, I have the same insights as Ms. Perez, and as you all know, some of the purposes of creating documentaries is to inform, educate, and engage. And I'm looking forward to seeing that in your products for today. And to be honest, I too am excited. And I would like to congratulate everyone for organizing this event. Okay, this is very creative of you guys. And yep, congratulations just for pulling it off. Good luck, guys.
Thank you so much po, Miss Salazar and Miss Perez. No? So now let's move into the next part. So let's discuss the criteria so that everyone has an idea of the rubrics for our video presentation. No? So first we have content with 25 points, layout and design for 15 points. We have technical elements for 10 points, quality for 15 points, and usefulness for 15 points, with a total of 85 points. So now, additionally, to appreciate your efforts, we will be giving certificates for the Natatanging Aktor, Natatanging Aktres, and Natatanging Pangkat at the end of this program. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to watch these videos? Kindly click your heart buttons so we may proceed. So first group po, we will be starting with Group 1 Tuesday, as for the reference of the judges po, for our scoring sheet.
Huwag kang mabahala, may nagbabantay sa dilim. Nag-aabang sa sulok at may hawak na patalim. Di ka hahayaan na muli pang masaktan. Huwag ka nang matakot sa dilim.
Ito ay kwentong hangon ng galing sa dalawang taong nagmamahala ng tunay, ang alay Elsa at Lando. At kahit para pagkakataon ay nakakandado, dahil magkalayo ang uri ng buhay, ang estado ng buhay ni Lando ay di nalalayo sa marami. Sinunog ng araw ang kulay ng balat at marami ng galon ng pawis ang kanyang naidilig sa lupa, upang ang gutom ay di na masuklian pa ng luha, habang ang babaeng kanyang minamahal ay sagana. Ngunit kabilang sa pamilya na di alintanang makipagkapwa-tao sa mga tulad niyang dukha, gayon pa may patuloy ang pagmamahal na pinula ng pag-ibig.
Huwag kang mabahala, may nagbabantay sa dilim. Nag-aabang sa sulok at may hawak na patalim. Di ka hahayaan na muli pang masaktan. Huwag ka nang matakot sa dilim.
ang bagay ang pilit na ihadlang at sino man ay walang makapipigil sa paghakbang ng mga paana ang nais ay marating ang ligaya. Niyaya magtanan di nagatubili na sumama, hawak ang pangarap at pangako sa isa't isa. Nagpakalayo-layo di namuhay na may kaba dahil alam nila na sa bawat isa'y nakalaan at ang pagmamahalan tangin nilang sinasandalan. Wala nang ibang bagay pa silang mahihiling kundi isang pamilya sa loob ng 4 na dingding at isang bubong na maaaring tawaging tahanan. Bakit may pangit na kabanatang kailangang daanan pa?
Huwag kang mabahala, may nagbabantay sa dilim. Nagabang sa sulok at may hawak na patalim. Di ka hahayaan na uli pang masaktan. Huwag ka nang matakot sa dilim.
Isang gabi ng Webes, lumubog na ang araw. Doon tayo magkita, pasalubong ko'y siopaw upang ating paghatian pagdating ng hapunan. Meron palang nakaabang sa amin na kamalasan. Eskenita sa ermita, may sumaksa kay Elsa. Sa tagiliran isa makalawang na lanseta. Ang gamit upang makuha lang ang kanyang pitaka. Kami mahirap lamang, bakit di na siya naawa? Hindi ko naabutang buhay ang aking mahal. At hanggang sa huling hantungan ay nagdarasal. Bakit po, ang laging lumalabas? Sa aking bibig palaboy-laboy ni walang landas. Akong sinusunod, baliw sa mata ng marami. Siguro nga di ko na kilala ang aking sarili. Pangalay taong grasa, may patalim na gamit. At ang tanging alam ay isang malungkot na awit. At ang sabi,
Huwag kang mabahala, may nagbabantay sa dilim. Nagabang sa sulok at may hawak na patalim. Di ka hahayaan na uli pang masaktan. Huwag ka nang matakot sa dilim. Huwag ka nang matakot sa dilim.
malawak na bakuran, mataas na pader, pinapaligiran at nakapilang mga mamahaling sasakyan. Mga bantay na laging bulong ng bulong, wala namang kasal pero marami ang nakabarong. Lumakas man ang ulan ay walang butas ang bubong, mga plato at kutsara na hindi kilala ang tutong. At ang kanin ay singputin, ang gatas na nasa kahon. At kahit na hindi Pasko sa lamesa ay may hamon. Ang sarap sigurong manirahan sa bahay na ganyan. Sabi pa nila ay dito muri matatagpuan ang tao na nagmamay-ari ng isang upuan, na pag may pagkakatao'y pinag-aagawan. Kaya naman hindi niya pinakakawalan. Kung makikita ko lamang siya ay aking sisigawan. puno ang dingding ng bahay namin ay pinagtagpi-tagping yero. Sa gabi ay sobrang init na tumutunaw ng yelo na di kayang bilhin upang ilagay sa inumin. Pinakulong tubig sa lumang takuring uling-uling gamit ang panggatong na inanod lamang sa estero na nagsisilbing kusina sa umaga. Yaming banyo ang aking inay na may kayamanang isang kaldero na nagagamit lang pag ang aking ama ay sumweldo. Pero kulang na kulang pa rin ulam na tuyot asin. Ang 50 pesos sa maghakoy pagkakasahin. Di ko alam kung talagang maraming harang o mataas lang ang bako doon. Nagbubulag-bulagan lamang po kayo. Kahit sa dami ng pera nyo, walang doktor na makapagpapalino.
Huwag kang masyadong halata. Bato, bato sa langit. Ang matama ay huwag magalit. Bato, bato, bato sa langit. Ang matamaan ay huwag masyadong halata.
Next one po will be the Group 2 Tuesday.
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law,
and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace do ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
Ayun po, that's the Group 2 Tuesday. Now we will proceed to the Group 3 Tuesday.
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society, to establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, serve and develop our patrimony, secure to ourselves and our posterity. The blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law and the being of the truth, justice, love, equality, and peace. Ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
Honestly, the preamble is just full-on idealistic bullshit. But at least it tries to be good. Unlike your selfish bullshit. You feeding your selfish acts in this society is just perpetuating the same goddamn cycle that also affects you because the people around you are doing the same thing. So how about you try to be the preamble once? Even if it's the idealistic bullshit, at least you have the effort to become actually good. And that's how you better society.
Ayun po, that's the Group 3 Tuesday. Now we will proceed to Group 1 Friday.
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God
in order to build a just and human society
and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations,
promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony,
and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessings of independence and democracy.
Under the rule of law and a regime of truth,
justice,
freedom,
love,
equality,
and peace.
Do ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
The Philippines, a homeland of a democratic and free nation, stems from the history of the revolutionary struggle against all forms of oppression. A country inhabited by all sovereign Filipinos, wherein no matter what their capacities are, or no matter what they choose to do in life, power, freedom, and rights are shared equally for all. The Philippines, for a just and humane society, the citizens work together for a common vision, goals, and good. To value our patrimony is to value our country. As we conserve and protect our public forests, mangroves, and wildlife as part of the nation building towards independence and democracy. The Philippines, we will continue to take each step of commitment in order to promulgate the aims of the Philippine Constitution. Every word in the preamble is meaningful. It encourages love and passion for our country, the Philippines. It shows significant messages about our deep roles and responsibilities to every Filipino in the society. As a free nation, we must act and spend our liberty with responsibility, focusing on love of our country, peace, and unity.
I will conserve our energy to protect our nature.
I will participate in the upcoming election.
As a Filipino, I will conserve and develop our patrimony.
As a Filipino, I will promote love and equality towards my fellow Filipino.
As a Filipino, I will promote peace and love towards my fellow countrymen.
As a Filipino, I will do my best to engage in community service and influence other people into having a mutual commitment to common good and practice unity in our country. We cannot be separated in interest or divided in purpose. we stand this together until the end.
Because we are the sovereign
Filipino people.
Ayun po. And that was the Group 1 Friday, no? Now we'll be proceeding to Group 2 Friday.
I think it's a law. I'm not really sure, but I think it's a law. It's a constitution, right?
I'm not sure, but alam ko parang ano yun eh. Parang pledge ba yun?
I think it's just something complicated.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
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 Yes.
No.
Yes, I do. Hindi ko na siya memorize as much as before.
No.
For me, no. Yes.
No.
No. Naririnig ko but hindi ko siya alam fully.
Yes, I have quite a background on what the preamble of our constitution says.
No.
I don't have an in-depth understanding of.
I don't know, that's it.
I'm familiar with it. Pero yung buo, hindi ko alam.
Yes.
Hindi.
Yes, I do, but I have limited knowledge about it.
Yes, I have an idea of what the 1987 Constitution is.
Yes, I know it.
I remembered that it's like a pledge, and we studied it last time, but I forgot it right now.
I just know that it's a constitution.
Alam ko lang na may connection sa law.
So for the preamble is, as I mentioned, the start or the beginning of the Constitution, which is the Bible, of the law of the land. It states there the ideas, or rather more of what or how the Filipino, as an individual or as a nation, should act to protect the liberty and freedom of the nation, of the country.
Kapag kasi constitution, yun yung rules na dapat i-follow, and yun yung magiging guiding principle sa mga decisions, kunwari sa laws, ganun. So if yun yung preamble, siguro introductory siya ng kung ano yung rule mismo. Ayun lang.
Given I said no, wala din akong idea. So, yeah.
I'm guessing since it's about the Philippine Constitution, it has related laws that should be implemented in the Philippines and other political related topics.
In my own words, it's like an introduction for the 1987 Philippine Constitution. Basically, it encourages us as Filipinos to exercise our rights and to maybe push for better governance, uh, adhering to the democracy and love for our nation.
Well, for me, I think the message, or I believe that the message that the preamble is stating is that for Filipinos to pledge to the country that we should form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide more provide for the common defense and promote the general welfare, and also it encourages Filipinos love and passion for the country.
Kasi yung time na yon, 7 years old pa lang ako, kaya hindi ko masyado alam parang mga salitang ganun.
Okay, so it's to have the Filipino people have a basis in constructing the law and also in running the country. So kaya ganun. The 1987 Constitution is what you could say the foundation of the Philippine lawmaking body or yan.
I think it shows us and implies that the preamble is about the love for the country, the passion for the country, for our country, the Philippines, and it is significant and it gives us message in how we should love and give and patronize our country.
Um, the preamble is based on my understanding. Um, Much like in every company, kailangan meron tayong pinaniniwalaan or meron tayong mission and vision. Kumbaga parang yun yung sa bansa natin, especially sa constitution natin. Dahil hindi naman pwedeng tumatakbo yung government natin without something na parang core values, I guess. Kasi yun, nakasaad naman din sa mismong preamble, which is parang self-explanatory na din kasi may part din ng history natin, ganyan, as Filipinos. Yan.
Yung my idea about it is, it is about the rights of the Filipino. Yan. And overall, kasi marami siyang section which tinapakan yung mga kung ano-ano pa, mga something. But in a nutshell, it's about the rights of the Filipino citizens.
A preamble is containing the introduction of the statement in the document wherein the objectives are provided that explain its purposes in which are legalized as the highest law of the land for its country. The preamble comes from the Latin word preambulus, which means walking before, wherein the introduction of the statement is explaining the purposes of an important document by authors of the constitutions. During the presidency of Marcos era, the preamble of 1973 Constitution of the Philippines was published, where the Filipino people have had a dark history. When time goes by, the preamble of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, other words of the preamble were changed and new words contained to the general welfare of the Filipino.
We, the sovereign Filipino people,
implore the aid of Almighty God
in order to build a just and humane society
and establish a government that shall embody our ideas and aspirations,
promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony,
and secure to ourselves and to our prosperity
the blessings of independence and democracy under the rule of law,
and a regime of truth,
justice,
freedom,
equality,
and peace.
Do ordain and promulgate this Constitution. The preamble of the 1987 Philippine Constitution contains the source of the values, ideas, and aspirations by advocating of the Filipino people for a free nation and obtaining natural resources. It is forming a nation wherein the individuals have a different economic status that the rules of the government should be treated as the well-being of all the Filipino. No people or government shall be above the law based on the individual status as being honest for public officials. This preamble is for the best of the people to overcome society as one. The preamble telling about this constitution is for the Filipino and its country to represent the intention of the people who created and established the system of constitutions for the longest time and change it into the present time for the values of the nation, in which we could have established the fair rights for our own good of services in the society, that the government shall protect the properties or inheritance for the future generation through the years of establishment in any kind of laws, and the government system still remains as officially proclaiming publicly of these constitutions.
My countrymen, as of the 21st of this month, I signed Proclamation number 1081, placing the entire Philippines under martial law. This proclamation was to be implemented upon my clearance, and clearance was granted at 9 o'clock in the evening of the 22nd last month. I have proclaimed martial law in accordance with the powers vested in the President by the Constitution of the Philippines. The proclamation of martial law is not a military takeover. I, as your duly elected President of the Republic,
We will now be proceeding to Group 3, Friday.
Oh, hey, Angel, Daniel, it's been a while. Are you guys ready for the meeting today? I heard that you guys have been having internet connection problems recently.
Yes, well, mine is totally fine now. But are you all set for the meeting?
Yes, by the way, Sir asked us to find out and do a group report about the preamble. Do you guys have any idea about it?
No, I don't even know what it is. Well, at least from my knowledge, I heard nothing about it.
Well, I actually found this short informative video online that apparently could help us gather information. Should we take this chance and watch it?
Sure.
Sure.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Marcus Show. This is your informant Bayan, Marcus here. Today we'll be talking about the preamble, but we're not simply defining it, but getting to know and understand its deeper meaning. Handa na ba kayo? Let's go! Welcome back, y'all. So to learn more about the preamble, I'll switch over to my good friend Mark to leave all the explanations to you.
Hello everyone. So today Marcus gave me a mission to define or rather tell you all what the preamble actually is. So here it is. The preamble of the 1987 Constitution of the Philippines. The preamble is the introduction to the Constitution. It sets the stage for the Constitution and clearly communicates and lets everyone know of its intentions. But what is very important to remember is that the preamble is not the law. It simply defines government powers and individual rights.
Whoa, so that's one heck of an information. So now everyone has a little idea of what preamble actually is. Should we head over and see the recitation? Take over, guys.
The Preamble of the 1987 Constitution. We,
We.
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 We,
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of the Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society.
And establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations.
promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity.
The blessing of independence and democracy under the rule of law.
And a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace do ordain and promulgate this constitution.
Wait, what? The video has ended. Although I did get an overall idea of the preamble, this is not really...
Yeah, I was just getting to know and understand the...
Hold up, you guys. There's more. Look, should I play it? There's a warning from one of the comments to not play it because it might be a virus.
Well, I mean, curiosity would kill the cat. Just take the risk and play it. We're just getting towards the exciting part, you know.
Okay, fine. Let's go.
We're able to play this video. Mean you have taken the risk and you are ready to face the harsh truth of the words stated in the preamble. The preamble states that the Constitution exists to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, and promote the general welfare. It encourages love and passion for our country and shows significant messages about our deep roles and responsibility as a Filipino in our society. That, as a free nation, we must act and spend our liberty with responsibility, focusing on love of country, peace, and unity. But it is truly being upheld? Let's rewind the tape.
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God in order to build a just and humane society.
The neighborhood of Barangay 111 reported the killing of a 17-year-old who is suspected to be yet another innocent victim of the ongoing drug war
And establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations.
Not to express slang, cuss words, and tang ina mo.
Promote the common
And
good,
now, on to the next
conserve
news.
and
Yet
develop
again,
our
Manila
patrimony,
faces another issue
and
of
secure to
heritage
ourselves and our
destruction.
posterity.
Certain buildings in Escolta, which date back to the Spanish colonization, are expected to be teared down to make way for the construction of a new high-rise
The blessings of
luxurious
independence
apartment
and democracy under the rule of law, and a regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace do ordain and promulgate this constitution.
Okay, that was intense, but heck yeah. Do you guys have any insights?
That was such a poetic video. I always thought we would simply need to memorize it, and that was it.
Same thoughts here, but now I kinda understand what it means. The preamble talks about the values and rules plus regulations the countries and us, the citizens, must uphold.
Yes, but not only that, it also told us something extremely important.
And what is that?
It's whatever its ideals are. It is still up to us to make it happen and stick to the values. Our generation must set a role for the future generation. We must live up to our responsibilities as citizens and love, plus be proud of our country, always.
Oh, that was deep. I'm sure Sir would be delighted once we tell him our insights. Well, thanks for the time, guys. Let's meet again tomorrow to discuss the flow for our upcoming discussions. See you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
And now we're at our last group, Friday Group 4.
We.
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 The sovereign Filipino people.
Imploring the aid of Almighty God.
In order to build a just and humane society.
And establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations.
Promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony.
And secure to ourselves and our posterity.
The blessings of independence and democracy. Under the rule of law.
My campaign against drugs will not stop until the last pusher and the last drug lord are
In the time of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace.
To ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
Ang dami nang namatay na wala namang kasalanan. Ang dami pang Pilipino na patuloy pang naghihirap. Ito ba? Ganito pa ba ang gusto mong makitang pamamahala sa ating bansa? Sa paparating na taon, may kapangyarihan ka. May kapangyarihan tayo na baguhin ang ating bansa. Imulat mo ang iyong mga mata. Pilipino ka, hindi panatiko. Iboto natin ang katangi-tangi para sa bansang Pilipinas.
We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God, in order to build a just and humane society, and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure ourselves and our posterity. The blessings of independence and democracy, under the rule of law, in the regime of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace, to ordain and promulgate this Constitution.
Mga
Wow. Just wow. No? So all of the videos, grabe no, all of the videos have been truly exceptional in presenting our main theme for this program, the press of the amiable and responsible CKSIANS. Now hold on to your horses, as I am sure we are all excited to know who will be receiving the prize. But as our judges and some of our organizers will be working on the deliberation, I would like to ask the rest of the people here, no? Who do you think will be awarded the Natatanging Aktor? From all the videos, ang daming nagagaling, no? Sa tingin nyo, who will be the Natatanging Aktor? Sige nga, type nyo nga sa chat. Write down in the chat box who you think. Both the actor and actress, no? Sa tingin nyo, sa akin, si Attorney Ethan, tama. Malakas, no? Galing, galing. I'm out of words. No? But definitely, pag balik ng mga judges natin later, they'll have more to say about this. What about the Natatanging Pangkat, the group, di ba? After it all, most of us, what we're looking forward to is who among the 7 groups will be the favorite, will be the winner of our Natatanging Pangkat. Sa tingin nyo, Group 4, Friday. Yung iba, wala na? Group 1, Tuesday. Grabe. But, syempre, we will not yet reveal, not right away, kung sino ang panalo, no? So, for those who, before we announce the winners, no, we have prepared some games for our audience this day. We will be playing Guess the Missing Lyrics. I would like to give the floor to Micaela, Benigno, and Daniel D., our marketing committee and game masters.
Gian, you can go back now to the program. We can handle this.
Sir, sa natatanging actress and natatanging actor, siguro pwede na lang i-private message.
Yes, anak. I will chat you right away.
Yes, sir. Para po ma-include sa
yes,
PowerPoint.
Anak, go. So, i-enjoy ka lang doon. Go.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gian. Dear teachers, thank you so much. That's life. They need to accept it. Right? And they're college students already.
Medyo naguluhan lang din ako sa layout nito. So, dahil din sa music.
You're talking about group 1, no? Yung group 1, ang comment ko sa kanila is overpowering yung music.
Opo. And hindi rin siya coherent din sa message. Naguguluhan ako.
Oo.
Kasi may subtitle pero may music.
Tsaka parang ang dami nangyayari.
Opo. Quality.
May storyline siya. We appreciate that. Pero yung values ng preamble, yun yung pinapakita nila kasi yung values eh. But what they did is the opposite. Pero hindi nila na-justify masyado. Bakit ganon?
Okay, sa quality sayang kasi parang hindi rin I think may nagka-problema sila technical problems ba sa audio kaya wala. Tapos pinasukan na lang.
I think sinadya mute yun.
Okay. Pero hindi siya gumana. Yun lang.
Oo, kasi nga na-overpower yung music na.
Opo. Sorry.
Wait, nandito ba sila sa sa sheet?
hindi naka-ano lang yan. Nagpo-program sila sa labas.
What? Sorry, tagal. Ayan. Sige na nga.
Habang kayo nag-ano dyan, sa natatanging actress, sa tingin nyo,
Going ko na nga
sino
8
or actor? Meron bang remarkable sa inyo?
Yung dun sa may group na para, ang tawag doon? May game show.
May game show.
May game show. May nag-host. Yeah. Sorry. Friday group 3.
Sino doon?
Yung host. Yun lang yung natandaan ko, no? Yung host.
Si Marcos. Okay, si Marcos.
Sa akin yun, but I don't know.
Sa boys? Sa babae? Sa inyo?
Sa girl, sa akin yung sa Tuesday group 3, yung
Yung
nag-monologue.
Abigail, yung nag-bullshit.
Oo. Grabe yung intense ng ano niya.
Oo, ang intense. Very, very passionate
Good.
yung bata na yan.
Actually.
On point yung acting niya.
Ano yung sinabi niya, madam? Kasi parang nawala yung internet ko nung time na yon.
Yung BS, ang dami niya sinabi na BS regarding sa pertaining siguro sa people.
Tapos parang inano niya rin sa pagiging idealistic. Am I right?
Idealistic daw yung, masyadong idealistic daw yung preamble and stuff like that.
But, pero, lagi may kabig. Pero, it's better daw na at least kahit idealistic, at least you're really trying to be good. Something like that.
Ako na natutuwa lang ako na majority of them compared the preamble to the current situation in the Philippines.
Yes, opo.
Oh my God, Miss, yung group 2, ito yung nag-recite lang ng preamble.
Pero parang,
wait, iniisip ko, paano kaya to?
Di half of the the score, yung dun sa, sa content, yun nga eh.
Doon siya sa content, maliligwak.
Opo. Tsaka yung usefulness, wala siyang additional impact pa. I mean,
correct.
Just research on the preamble. Pero hindi rin siya nag-engage. No? Alam mo yun.
Ang bilis.
Ang bilis din. Gulat nga ako dun eh. Parang,
nakita ko si Sir Ian.
Yung mga reaction ko, nare-record na talaga lahat lagi.
Yung mukha ni Sir.
Parang nakapin kasi tayong tatlo kanina or what. So, natawa rin sa mga bata, nagulat.
Kasi ako talaga, ang reaction ko talaga, sobrang very transparent.
Number 3. Ay,
Bakit may ang total nyo? 109? Di ba dapat 80 lang ang highest?
Ay, saan? Yung tally po, sir?
Ang kasi, di ba kanina nung nag-mention sila, parang content layout, quality, usefulness lang. Parang ito na-miss ko nga yung technical element.
Okay. Sige. I'll just take care of it. Okay lang, tuloy lang kayo. Nasa Tuesday group 3 na kayo.
Opo, sir. So, group 3, ano nga ba yung group 3 use?
Yan yung
nag-preamble.
yung
parang nag-monologue.
Ay, oo, yung nag-mumur. Yan, yeah. Actually, ito nga. Out. Quality. Sa quality, technical elements, okay naman din. Although, sounds, okay din naman. Kasi gamit din nila, nasa bahay lang sila, sir, no?
Yes.
So, yan.
Yung group, 4 ng Friday ako nagulat, may lumabas.
Oo nga. Actually, quality. Punong din. Around 10. Usefulness. Sige na, tataas ako na lang. Medyo malapit din. Okay, miss.
Para tayo nagsasamative task nito.
Okay, 11 naman po nakalagay sa... Pero actually, interesting din yung pag-execute nila sa 3, no? Pwede rin siya maka-engage.
Okay, let's now go to
Tapos
Friday
si
group
Group 1
1.
Friday.
Ito
Sorry.
yung ano yung ginawa nila? Yung may very beautiful girl na nagnanarrate. Kung naalala nyo.
Si
Alex ba yun?
Alexa.
Yeah, yung
Alex. Yeah.
Naka-Montessori na uniform.
Montessori uniform. Oo.
Yun, opo. Yes.
Okay yung editing nito eh.
Oo, maganda yung editing
maganda.
nila in fairness.
Ganda ang ano nito, technical element sa quality. Yeah. Content din, pwede na. Pasok din. Actually, unang nilagay ko dun sa content nila is 21. I don't know if it's too high, pero sige, nilagay ko na rin. Kasi matataas talaga yung last 3 eh.
Yes.
No? Yeah. By 20 nilagay ako. Pabago-bago eh. No? Layout. Yeah. Okay din yung layout niya. Minsan kasi hindi ko alam if it's my internet connection.
Medyo naglalag din talaga.
Sir,
Siguro sa pag-i-edit nila.
Baka masyadong high, opo.
Oo.
Na hindi nag-sync minsan yung audio sa video.
Yes.
Dun may ilang parts na gano'n. Yep. Oh my God. Okay. Kaya pala, wait lang. Points. Yep. Mataas din. Tapos 13 quality.
Okay. Go tayo sa Friday group 2.
Opo. Sorry. Sorry.
Sa Friday group 2,
concept
yung
yung mga nag-interview.
Ang comment dito parang okay sana yung concept eh. Ang tagal lang.
Ang tagal.
Masyadong ang haba. Pero ang natuwa rin ako dun sa part na may effort na mag-conduct pa ng gano'n of primary research ko na maganda rin sana siya.
Pero parang dun sila nag-focus. Sana, daw lumabas dun na hindi alam ng mga Pilipino na hindi nila alam ang preamble.
Opo.
Ako talaga, hindi ko minemorize yan. Ewan ko, may mga nagpapamemorize sa mga prof niyan.
Yes.
Actually, ako, nung requirement lang sa Consti, pero hindi ko na rin siya masyadong ngayon. Pero itong group nga na to, sayang. Okay, sana yung interview masyado lang mahaba. So kung ganun kahaba, hindi na rin siya ganun ka-engaging.
Correct.
Ang gusto ko dito is may questions sila sa end. Marami silang
yun. May mga hanging rin sila. Parang pinoprovoke ka pa. Ito ba yun? Sorry. Ba? Hindi. Technical elements. Actually, okay lang din to. Na-appreciate ko yung effort din, pati ang haba masyado, no?
Oo, correct.
Yun talaga. So, quality. Pasok sa 12. Usefulness. Tapos ko ba magbigay sa quality, no? Usefulness. Okay.
Friday group 3 is sila yung nagpa-game show.
Opo. Sila. Ay, number 3. Opo. Pa-game show.
Tapos yung, gusto ko yung Zoom style. Parang ang cute.
Very modern.
Very modern, no? Kaya yung iba, walang audio.
Oo nga po. Relatable. Ang ganda rin nung nila, very creative. mahusay. Ang ganda rin sana nung transition sila, pero yun lang, may mga flaws lang din. Maayos din yung graphics nila.
Correct.
Yung mga videos na ginamit nila, kay smart din sila, no? Kasi yung mga provocative yung videos na ginamit nila. So, madami rin hinighlight, especially tungkol sa yung nangyayari ngayon. Yeah. Actually, ganyan din yan. Matataas na yung bigay ko dito eh. 22. Yan. Layout. Yep. Taas din ako dito. 13. Technical elements. Okay, yes. Mga ganyan din. Tapos quality, 12. Okay, usefulness dito. Nasa 13 akin. Engaging siya. Interesting. Tapos madali siyang, yun nga, relatable.
Last group, group 4, ito yung pinakahuli.
Maganda to. Yung pinakadulo yung favorite part ko.
Meron lang silang sablay sa unang part. Kasi yung
Sablay
ibang
ba lang?
Makapikit ba?
yung ibang videos nila ginamit foreigners.
Oo, correct.
Tapos parang nanghinaya ko, dude, dun lang kay Preamble, Philippine Constitution, dude. Sayang, ang ganda nga nito actually, isa rin to sa ano ko, sir, creative din no, Miss Alex. Ganda rin yung pag-execute nila actually.
Saka gusto ko yung nakapikit sila sa umpisa, tapos yung pala may meaning siya. Alam mo
Yes,
yun?
yung dulo niya
maganda mga
mulat sila
pinag-iisipan.
Oo nga, galing no. May concept pa na gano'n, no? Pikit, tapos pagdating sa ulit, dilat na.
Yes, dilat na sila. Gusto ko
dilat na
yun.
sa informasyon at na-shook sila. Gano'n. Okay. Actually, layout. Quality. Kaya mataas nga, binigay ko dito. Ang liit pala no. Sobrang liit pala nito. Sorry, sir, no? Sobrang liit na Excel sheet ko. My God.
So,
alright.
Teachers, ito yung ating score. Ang highest natin ay si Group 4. Second natin ay si Group 3. Third natin is si Group 3 ng Tuesday. So, yun ang ating ano.
Hello?
Yes.
May internet.
Hindi, we can hear you.
Okay, yan. Patayin ko video ko muna, sir. So, yan.
Sige.
Tama, sir, no? Group 4 na po. Natatanging Pangkat. Tapos actor, anong pangalan po niya?
Okay na, ma'am. Na-send ko na sa mga bagets.
Okay.
So, pwede na tayong mag-leave ng room.
Alright. Thank you so much, Sir Arevalo, for inviting us. Thank you, Miss Alex.
Relax and wait for our scores and our power.
We are here na.
Ayun. Andito na sila, sir. So, sir, ano sa tingin niyo? Comments niyo muna so far.
Let's start first with our judges, right?
Ay, sige po. Yes.
Sige, let's call on our judges. Joshua, you do the honors, Ana.
Sure po. So, if I could start with Miss Salazar po, ma'am. What are your thoughts so far po?
Okay, well, so far, actually, I would like to commend everyone's efforts, no? Especially at times like this. So it's hard, to produce what you've actually done. No, and at the same time, I would like to thank you guys for your efforts. So you actually also inform us of what the world is a preamble. Okay, we forgot about it. I mean, of course, we are aware of it, but just like the same sentiments that you guys express in the video, we do actually agree with most of what you've mentioned. And so far, I would like to also say that it's interesting to see how you guys did your best to collaborate in times, despite these trying times. The COVID-19 really brought a lot of challenges to us, and it's good that you still try to maximize your time in school to do something productive, at the same time informative, and you also were able to release some questions, is it still relevant at this point in time? Are we really embodying what's written there? So yeah, that's it from Miss Salazar. Good job, everyone. Good job.
Ayun. So, really informative thoughts po na. So, Ma'am Perez, kayo naman po, what are your thoughts so far?
Well, I like the different approaches and the styles, the way you interpret the preamble and tried to put there your insights. The first thing would be the concept building on how you will make your documentary. So it's really good. I've seen like a variety of, just like what I mentioned a while back, interpretation. It's really hard. Actually, we did a little bit of deliberation about it. It's hard because you have different styles to begin with. And just like what Miss Salazar mentioned, the questions, those are really thought-provoking, and it will make us more aware of the essence of the preamble as Filipino people. So great job, everyone.
Galing, no? It's really... Actually, kanina pa akong out of words about the videos, no? Kayo po, sir. Sir Arevalo.
Of course, mga anak, right? You know that I'm already chatting you guys na very proud ako because number one, as your advisor, I'm like your proud tatay na natutuwang pine-present sa ibang tao ang mga katha at gawa ng aking mga anak. That's number one. And number two is yung pagiging mulat. No, yun siguro. At the end of the day, you will forget the preamble. And I did not ask you to memorize it. No, we should know it by our hearts. And after we know it, we evaluate. Is it still possible? Is this true? Is this applicable to the society? And that is what I saw in the documentaries that you made. I know there's a lot of dramas while making it. There's a lot of, challenges. But at the end of the day, bad days will pass. Like what I always tell mga anak. And you come up with a very good output. Congratulations in advance. Joshua?
Congratulations nga everyone. No? Thank you so much, sir. And now, excited na ba kayong lahat na to know who the winners of our event is? So can we have our PowerPoint? Yan. Okay. So ngayon that we have the results of our awardees for the certificates, handa na ba kayong lahat? Kanina pa ako kinakabahan, ako din eh. So now, as I present to you our Natatanging Aktor, prepare your smiles because the award of Natatanging Aktor will be given to Marcus Justin Co. Congratulations, Marcus! Napakagaling ni Marcus Show. The Marcus Show. Marcus, could we ask you to please open your camera? As we will be taking a picture of you.
I think he's not here.
Po ata siya.
Oh.
Absent. Nagpa-vaccine. That's important. Thank you, Ethan.
Yes. Ayun. So, unfortunately, Mark's not here. Pero sa mga group members niya, sabihan nyo na kaagad, balitaan nyo, panalo ka. Galing ng Marcus Show, grabe. Sige, so let's look into the next part, our next winner, no? For the winner of the Natatanging Aktres. This special award will be given to Abigail Te. Congratulations, Abigail. No? Idealism. Yan. Sige, so ayan, so let's have a picture, no? With Abigail. I think that's good. Ayan, sige. So let's proceed to, of course, the most awaited, no? The awarding of Natatanging Pangkat. The group that will be receiving this award is ayan, Group 4 Friday. Congratulations, Group 4 Friday. No? Good job. So, can we ask the members of Group 4 Friday to open their camera so that we can take a picture with you guys?
Later on, maybe I can announce also the grades of each group so that we will be aware because we have maiksi lang yung, maliliit lang, sorry, yung mga gaps ng grades ninyo. To be honest.
Wow. Sobrang competitive ng natin.
Correct.
NSTP. Wow, galing-galing. So, while we set up the spotlight for our group members, no? So tingin nyo ba, for group 4, let's talk, I want to ask, no? Ako group 4 di kasi ako, pero let's talk to our main directors of the group, no? Si Roby and Sebastian, no? While we're waiting. What was running in your mind while you were making this concept?
Ako na lang.
Go
Actually,
ahead.
di ba, nakailang palit tayo ng concept, di ba? But every time na nadadagdagan, nababago, parang mas na-visualize ko yung parang goal natin, yung gusto natin para sa video. And thanks to group kay Angelo, kasi siya yung mas mag-i-input talaga ng mga symbolisms. Yung nakita nyo sa video yun. Mostly kanya yung idea. Support lang kami.
Oh, so group effort talaga, no? So, well, now that we're complete, let's take that picture and move on to our next part. Sige. Ayan. Okay, so let's move on to the next part, no? Now that all the awards have been announced with the help of our judges, we would like to give the floor muna kay Sir Arevalo to discuss the rest of the grades of our group before we proceed to the next part.
I'll announce it later on.
Ay, sige po.
Proceed with the next.
Alright, so, ngayon, syempre ang program natin will not end without giving a token of appreciation to our judges. No? So, we have certificates prepared, no? That the certificate reads, Chiang Kai-shek College awards the Certificate of Appreciation to Ms. Alex Perez in grateful recognition for her valuable contribution as a guest speaker and judge in the program entitled The Press of the Amiable and Responsible CKSIANS, conducted by Chiang Kai-shek College students of NSTP 1, given this 12th day of November 2021 via Zoom, signed by Mr. Ian Mark Arevalo and myself. Again, Chiang Kai-shek College awards the Certificate of Appreciation to Ms. Johanna Nila Salazar in grateful recognition for her valuable contribution as a guest speaker and judge in the program entitled The Press of the Amiable and Responsible CKSIANS, conducted by Chiang Kai-shek College students of NSTP 1, given this 12th day of November 2021 via Zoom. Yon. So this certificates will be sent to your email po after the event. Thank you so much. No? So if it's all right with everyone here, we would also like to take a picture with you, Miss Alex Perez and Miss Johanna Salazar. No? So for all our attendees, kindly open your cameras so that we can take the pictures. Yan. So maraming page to, so smile lang.
Smile lang kayo guys. 1, 2, 3.
Diba? Mahirap talaga maging model, mga anak.
Isa pa. Next page. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Ayan.
Thank you.
So thank you very much, everyone. Now, if you think tapos na tayo sa mga surprises natin, huwag kayo mag-alala. There's still more. We still have a raffle draw for our attendees. So, ready na ba kayo? This time, we will be choosing 2 winners who will receive 50 pesos GCash prizes. No? Again, for those winners, kindly send us your GCash account so that we may receive your prize. Ayan. So while we wait for the raffle to load up sa ating screen. Ayan. So let's go ahead and figure out who the first winner will be. Sige.
Kawawa naman sa Chiang Kai-shek, nahilo.
Ayan. Sumunod pa. Ay, sumunod pa ulit.
Iba si Angel. Iba ang powers.
Grabe.
Angel.
Nanalo na kanina, meron pa ulit ngayon. Angel Shane Fu, our first winner for our raffle. Sige. Let's see who our next winner will be. Palaban pala. Sige.
Talaga nakanta ko si Angel, nagro-rosary siya.
prayer works po.
Correct.
Ayan, so for our second winner.
Ano ba, naglo-loading ba yung internet o ano?
Niloloko
Si
na tayo.
Angelo.
Si Angelo.
Angelo, congrats.
Congratulations. Yun, wow. So again, kindly send us your GCash account so that you may receive your prizes, no? So, we hope you enjoy your prizes, and to formally end our program now, may I call on Mr. Mark Arevalo to give the closing remarks.
All right. Thank you so much, Joshua. Thank you so much for the committee members, the organizing team, to my dear friends, Miss Alex and Miss Yo, for sharing their time and efforts and joining us here today. I am a proud teacher today. I will sleep that I am rest assured that my students are number one, aware of what is happening. Not just I'm not asking them to memorize the preamble, but they know by heart what the preamble is. And they can evaluate whether it's still applicable and what are the core values in the preamble. To some, I do believe that you will forget everything about this. But I do hope that what you will remember, number one, is the skill that this task is giving you and requiring you to do. And number two is the importance of collaboration. 4 years from now, you will be part of the workforce of our community. And with that, you apply your skills. Because at the end of the day, mga anak, like what I always say, di ba? Nasa pakikisama, nasa pakikipagtulungan, nasa pagkilos ng sama-sama. Right? Dahil dyan, I would like to say that I am very, very proud. I am a proud teacher here today. Thank you so much, mga anak, and have a nice day.
Thank you so much, sir. So once again, no, congratulations to all our participants for your perseverance and efforts. And of course, for the winners of our games and raffle prizes for your participation. We are hoping that you all had a fruitful day this afternoon. And for those who weren't able to receive an award, don't forget to tap your backs because we're still proud of you. As Sir Arevalo would remind us, we should yearn for progress, not perfection. No?
Yes.
So once again, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for the judges, Sir Arevalo and our classmates. No, I am Joshua Erik Tan, the project head of this event, wishing you all the best for everything. This will be the end of our program. Thank you for joining.
Miss Salazar and Miss Alex, thank you so much. Dear students, please stay for a while. Thank you, Miss Alex. Thank you, Miss Salazar.
Thank you po. Salamat po.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Miss Perez and everyone. Goodbye, guys. Stay safe and enjoy your weekend. Bye.
All right. Okay. So I'm asking you guys to stay. It's because I want to, share my comments. Number one, I will be giving your comments once we are back in our regular class. I'll be going to your groups para personal. No, hindi naman kailangan buong klase. Pero ito lang ang masasabi ko, mga anak, no. Hindi ako iiyak, Faye, wag kang mag-alala. What is the reason why I ask someone to judge you guys? Because I know you all eh. Kahit in a small time na nagkakasama-sama tayo, kilala ko na kayo. Your dramas, your abilities. I want to have a fresh perspective. Right? At sayang, kapag hindi nakikita ng ibang tao yung galing ninyo. And mas maganda rin na, kasi alam niyo naman pag si Sir Arevs, lagi kayong kino-comfort or whatsoever, mas maganda nang galing sa ibang tao na kayo yung magaling to validate my statement na magagaling kayo. That's good. No, despite the dramas, despite of the challenges, nagawa nyo, napilit nyo, at naipasa nyo ng maayos. Now, I would just like to share to you guys the scores. Ang perfect score, hindi ko alam bakit lumagpas ng ganito kalaki, pero sige, i-push natin to. Ang score ng Group 4 was 138. And then, ang score ng sumunod na group ay 135. And that is Group 3 ng Friday group. Congratulations! Palakpakan naman natin sila, anak. Ayan, sina Daniel to, if I'm not mistaken. Sumunod sa 135 is 131 ng Group 3 ng Tuesday group, kina Abigail. After 131, 130 ng group number 1. Okay, ng Friday group. Okay, so congratulations. After ng Friday group ng Group 1, sunod si Group 2 Friday group, and then group 1 ng Tuesday at group 2 ng Tuesday. Matataas naman yung grades na binigay nila. Next week, we'll be seeing each other, mga anak. Supposed to be dapat may bibigay akong task, pero wag na. Kasi I was very happy today. Matutulog akong masaya ang puso ko. Dahil, you know, yun ang kayamanan ng isang guro. Na nakikita niya nag-e-effort ang mga estudyante niya. And this is it. This is one of the proudest moments that I have. And thank you for reminding me why I love this job, why I love teaching. And I do hope, mga anak, kung kayo man ay nagkagalit-galit at nagkatampuhan, let go nyo na yon. That's part of life, mga anak. Di ba? Kasi natuwang-tuwa ako talaga, sorry, sa group 3 Friday kasi sila yung pinagalitan ko. So, alam ni na ano yan, alam ni na Angel yan. Pinagalitan ko sila talaga ng bonggang-bongga. Pero, you see the work, right? Sometimes when we are being pushed to go beyond our comfort zones, lumalabas yung galing natin. And that's good. We don't aim for perfection. We always aim for progress. Like what I always say, mga anak, kung ganito ka nung last term, dapat higitan mo yon. You do not compare yourselves to others. Rather, sarili mo yung kumpara mo sa sarili mo. Yung nakaraan mo at yung kasalukuyan mo. To have a better version of yourself. And that is the goal. Right? So, at the end of the day, we are not doing this to compete. Right? We're not doing this to compete. This is a friendly competition, mga anak. Okay? So, I'm not gonna give a task. I will just post, pero sa ano ko siya i-explain. Pero, ito na yung challenge, ha. Bibigay ko na sa iyo yung hint para yung utak nyo ay ma-program na. Our next challenge will be all about, you can see my screen. Bakit di ko na kayo makita? Yon. Okay. Yon. Sorry. Ayan. Yan. So here, mga anak, as you can see here, the task is photojournalism. Ito na. Pero individual task to. Nirambol ko ang magkakagrupo. Hindi na kayo magkakagrupo. This part lang. In short, partner kayo. Isang Friday, isang Tuesday group. So sa photojournalism na to, we are going to talk about the Bill of Rights. Sinama ko siya. Kasi usually yun yung tinalakay nyo today, Bill of Rights. So these are some examples of the work of my students in the past. So it's like parang movie poster, pero related doon sa article. Kayo ang bida dyan. At individual to. Okay? So, some of the works are here. I already assigned. Don't worry. Ginawa ko na siya. Ayan na yung mga tao. So, may mga sections na naka-assign sa inyo. At yun ang pag-iisipan nyo kung ano. Pero yun ang task natin sa Friday. Understood? Sa Friday, huminga at magpahinga. Because you did a job well done. You should be very, very proud. Ang puso ay nagagala. Napapagod, pero nagagala. Right? Okay, with that, thank you so much, my dear students, and I'll see you guys next week, Friday. Join class tayo ulit. Congratulations and goodbye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye, sir. Bye, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Congrats, Joshua.
Thank you po.
Committee, magpahinga muna kayo at saka tayo
Bye po,
magtuos
sir.
ulit. Okay.
Thank you, sir.